doing a few little tips today. Alright, this is my Camaro, and it's actually got a 1966 396 engine in it. I know it doesn't look that pretty, but this car actually runs really great. The engine was actually rebuilt probably years ago, and it sat for a long time, and I bought the car and I started it up and it was kind of smoky, and I put new valve seals in it because they tend to dry out when a car sits for a long time, and that solved that problem. And I did a compression test on it, and the compression test was actually 20 pounds higher than the factory specs for a 66 engine. So it's obviously a built engine, and the compression on each cylinder was almost perfect, you know, almost the same as each other. And anyway, I have a lot of enjoyment with this car, and it runs really great. And I do want to pull the engine out. I'm going to put AC in it. The AC doesn't work, so I need to take everything out. So because it doesn't look very nice in here, I'm thinking about pulling the engine out and cleaning it up and repainting it and painting it inside the car, because obviously the rest of the car is really nice. And I don't really care what they look like under the hood as long as they run good. But seeing as I have to do the AC anyway, and in order to get that box and stuff off, I really have to take the fender and the inner fender off, which I really don't want to do because I might risk scratching the paint and stuff. I think if I pull the engine out, I can probably just Zawzor that off and then get to the bolts that I need to get to on the other side, put the plate on to block the hole, and then put my new AC in. Anyway, the tip today is how to adjust your vacuum can on your distributor. And I think what that does is it makes the vacuum operate at a slightly different vacuum. It comes in a little bit later or sooner, depending on how you adjust it. And this car has been surging a little bit on idle and on really light throttle, and generally that means that it could mean that the vacuum is starting to try and come in at that very low RPM, and it's kind of fluctuating the timing. And if I wind that out a couple of turns, that should probably solve my problem of the slight surging going down the road. And I actually just did it to my 55 Chevy. It was doing the same thing. I had, done distributor work on it, so I was doing some, doing the final dialing in of it, and yeah, it was surging quite badly on kind of idle and just going lightly down the road. And I turned that screw out, I think with a Allen wrench, 232s, and totally solved the problem. So I'm hoping it does the same thing on this. So let me go ahead, pull the vacuum line off, and then you insert an Allen key in here and locate it into the I gotta feel it. Nope. No, I'll probably need two hands for this. There we go. It's in there, and I want to turn that out 2.5 turns. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and hope that solves my problem.